Hello everyone, this is Joe Kaidengaming from Kaidengaming, bringing another MWO online commentary. Now, I'm once again playing my Triple Ultra Ac5 Jaeger. I've been pretty happy all around with its performance. The main problem with it, as I mentioned in the last video, is it constantly runs out of ammo. Now, I'm actually not live casting this game, I'm post casting it. I know some of you actually prefer it when I live cast it. I don't really know what the majority of you prefer, but I like to postcast from time to time, mainly because a lot of the time when I play, I don't really get opportunities to cast. I mean, I have people making noise in the background, or really I just don't want to cast because whenever I cast, it seems to make it so much harder for me to play. I mean, I don't know if most of you people notice this, but whenever I live cast, I tend to average a lot lower damage than I do when I postcast. I mean, when you think about it, if my brain's trying to work on two things, one talking, the other, playing, it's not going to work as well for either one. I don't know the science behind this, but I just know it's harder. But yeah, as you probably can see from the video, this is a pretty short game. I know some of you might complain about me spoiling that, but really, you're on YouTube. You've already looked at how long the video is, likely as not. And if you haven't, well then, you're a very, very special person. That's what I'm going to say. A very special person. But yeah, I kind of messed up that shot. I tried to shoot at him, and, I didn't realize that he'd moved down quite as quickly. I should have noticed, but I was kind of careless. Now, right here is when I get really unlucky. My guns jam up very, very quickly. That leaves me in a sort of situation where I was shooting his back armor. I sort of damaged him somewhat, but unfortunately I didn't do enough damage to do anything to his internals. So now he just perfectly cost-effectively was able to, get rid of all his rear armor, and his front armor is just fine. Now you can see I got lucky. That catapult on the right side sort of missed every shot he took at me. So that was very nice for me. This guy tries to jump jet up. Unfortunately, he seems to be a terrible shot because he didn't even take one shot at me. And then my friend's LRMs finish him off on the left. Now this guy's going to take a shot at me, but I'm able to tank it. Unfortunately, I see his friend on the right through the smoke and realize, oh, drat, this is a slight problem. Now this is when the Ultra AC5 really starts to shine. I mean, I've done so much damage to this guy already. I mean, it's been split across two mechs, yeah, but I've already dumped about 100 pieces of ammo. Well, actually, some of it was done on that first mech, so really not quite 100 pieces of ammo on these two guys. But I've already done a decent amount of damage, and this guy's turning his back to me, so I'm able to pound away at his rear armor quite effectively. The only problem is, well, he turns towards me, and that's a problem. It's always a risk whenever you shoot at someone's rear armor, because if they turn towards you, then all that damage you did to their rear is suddenly worthless, unless you manage to break through their armor. Thankfully, he turns his rear to me, and I'm able to get more damage in. I try to take this guy out. If he shoots my left or right torso, or my cockpit, I'm going to be dead. Thankfully, he was a horrible aimer, and I had just enough ammo to finish him off. Now I'm kind of stuck in a situation where I have no ammo, but, I'm just sort of alive. This is often what happens with this build. This is, as I've mentioned about 1,000,001 times, the major weakness. Now I'm sort of contemplating, do I want to stay alive to do well for my KDR, or do I kind of want to help the team by tanking a bit of damage? I decide I might as well block and take what damage I can. That guy seems like he's running away, so I don't bother following him. My current goal is just sort of get in front of that. Let's see what I can do to keep him from shooting my friends. I mean, I presume this is a lost cause based on how many friends I see on the map, but I'm going to try to do what I can. I lose both torsos, so I quickly turn my back to them so my rear arm will take as much damage as possible. I try to turn my left rear torso to them, but that doesn't work out and I get taken out. I did a decent amount of damage, 539. I really do need to get more ammo on this mech. I don't know. I'm really tempted to put an XL on it. For those of you who've been following me for a long time, you probably know I do not like XLs. I don't know. I like them sometimes, but as a general rule, I kind of despise them, and also they cost a lot of money. Now you can see my team's getting mopped up pretty quickly. They weren't too great, but hey, whenever you pug, you win some, you lose some. I'm not one of those people which gets really mad whenever my team does horribly. I'm just like, well, I did 500 damage, not the greatest damage, but I kind of did okay. I killed 2 mechs, and then I led to the death of 1. I mean, you can't expect me to do too much better unless I'm in a PPC Stalker. If I'm in a PPC Stalker, then I might be able to do better, but oh well. But yeah, that was a fairly short game, but I hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll see you all later. Have a nice day.